YouTube. It's Tuesday. It's kind of been a while since I made a video. Um, Mostly because I actually do make them, and then I think they suck and I delete them. Because I don't want to make retarded videos like the last video I posted. That was pretty bad. I won't do that again. But here, let me show you some stuff completely not related to knives. So we got new carpet and new paint in our office. It's very nice, very lovely. Yeah, well, when you sign new leases, they do things for you. But that's not the really exciting part of the new stuff here at the Fair Forge Knife Works. You gotta check out this sink. I am excited about this sink. And now you're all like, yes, he truly is crazy. No, good sink, you can wash stuff, it's a big deal. I mean, when you take stuff out of the tumbler or you acid wash something, and sometimes you want to wash it off in the sink, not like a bucket. I'm just saying. So anyway, let's go back to the desk for a moment, because it's remarkably clean and organized. I'd just like to point out. But you'll notice there are like no knives on it whatsoever. There's just drawings of knives. That's because I shipped a whole bunch of knives on Monday, and I didn't take video of any of them. Yeah, I mean they've all appeared in videos in one form or another, but yeah, I didn't take like a final video, show them off or anything like that. My bad. Sometimes these things happen. What can I say? Let's go. What else is happening? All the Pretium blades are missing. They've run away. No, they are actually at a machine shop getting surface ground. Because I went and calculated. I do that shit. I calculate. And, no, it's way too much time. Way too much money for me to do it myself. So, now they'll all be 100% fantastical when they get here. That's right, fantastical. So we're looking at the incredibly unorganized desk. Workbench, that's not a desk. And, I'm gonna do this crazy thing. I'm gonna organize it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put knives, their parts, all the little bits into their own separate little containers. I'm gonna do it. I've been saying I'm gonna do it for years. I'm finally gonna do it. Partner Mark convinced me. But there's always stuff kind of rocking and rolling around here. What do we got? Kitchen knife that I actually need to finish tonight. Got some Kiridashis that I was working on that are really out of focus. Almost in focus. Things that I've shown in other videos that haven't been progressed yet. What else did I do? Put a little more light on this subject. I blanked out some blades for the next couple of customs I gotta do. This one is of particular interest. This is actually the blank for the prototype for the next run of knives that we do. I'm pretty excited about that. I'll show you that as that progresses as well. Did I show you guys I got a new drill press? It's got lasers that are completely useless. I would spend more time adjusting the lasers than actually using the drill press. That's about it. That's fantastic. There's so not much happening right at this actual moment. Yeah, no, there's not much going on, which is really weird that I have a moment where I don't have a bazillion things going on. I would call it the calm before the storm, because as soon as those blades get back to me from being ground, precision ground, and flattened, yeah, then the Pretiums are going to get really nasty. They're going to absorb most of my life for the next couple of weeks. Obviously, I still have custom stuff I got to get out, and it's going to be unique and special in every kind of way. I'm really looking forward to see how that workflow goes. As if I don't work enough already. The reason you didn't get any ridiculousness from the weekend with The Apprentice is because we were not here. I did something crazy that I haven't done in a really long time. I took the entire weekend off, Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that'd be great. So it was weird. I resisted the urge to satin finish things and turn random household objects into knives. It was difficult, but I persevered. I actually went fishing, of all things, and while I was tempted to turn some fishing hooks into small dashies, I didn't do it. I resisted the urge. But that left a lot of email in my inboxes, plural. So I was been working through that email, getting sketches out to people, and responding. So on that note, if you try to get a hold of me, writing a message writing a comment is probably not the best way to get a hold of me, especially if it's on an older video. Because sometimes they pop up in my email, sometimes they don't. And sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I can answer that right now. And sometimes I go, okay, I'll respond to that later when I'm doing stuff, and then I never do. Yeah, it's because I get busy doing other things. It happens a lot around here. So if you really want to get in touch with me, you want to order a knife, you want to ask me questions, you just want to say hey, email is the way to go, because I respond to email most of the time. It used to be where I could respond to an email within hours of you emailing me. That doesn't really happen that much anymore. Sometimes when I'm here late at night working, which is basically every night, because I have my computer in the back room with me, with the tunes turned on. When stuff pops up in there, sometimes I'm at a point where I'm not super dirty. I don't have metal dust all over me. I'll actually stop and answer the email. But other times it's just like, sorry, can't talk. What else did I want to say? So my order list is getting pretty long, and I've been playing with the idea of closing my books for the year, and I was thinking about it really hard. That's like this. That's hard thinking. I'm joking. And I can't do it. I can't bring myself to close my books, and here's why. I'm a little weird. Some of you are like, yeah, no shit. I'm a little weird. I actually really enjoy interacting with you people and designing knives that you want. I mean, I know what I like personally when it comes to knives, and so I could clearly make knives that make me happy. But then it's not really a knife that you specifically want. I mean, so as I always say, I was a knife lover first before I became a knife maker. And so I can remember distinctly buying knives and going, this knife would just be awesome if it didn't have these goofy serrations on it. Or this knife would be super great if it just was a frame lock and not a liner lock. Or this knife could really use some thumb studs. And so, when I started making knives, I said to myself, yes, Elliot, I think we should do completely custom knives. Why, that sounds revolutionary. I know, doesn't it? And so, that's what I do. It's kind of rare. I haven't met any other maker that like really will do a 100% custom knife. And like, not just include you in the design process, but I mean, people who have gone through it with me, who've had knives that we designed together, they'll tell you that in a great many ways, you lead the design process, not me. I give you some advice. I say, when sometimes people come to me with some crazy stuff, and I go, yeah, I don't know if that's really going to work out so good. But sometimes people come to me with fantastic ideas, and sometimes the drawings that they do of the knife are so great that I don't have to do anything except for make sure the pivot and stop pin are in the right place. That's basically it. For instance, the Bushido folder, there's a video on it. You can look it up, or there's a picture of one on my website. I didn't design that knife. The person who that was originally made for, the very first one, he sent me this incredible drawing. A guy must be like a comic book artist or something. This incredible drawing of this knife, and I said, "Wow, that's amazing. I'm gonna make that." I didn't have to do anything. Well, I mean, I scaled it a little bit and made sure all the bits were in the right places. But besides that, he did all the design work on it, and I just made it. It was very cool. And that happens sometimes. And other times I get people that are like, "I want a knife," and that's it. That's all I get. And sometimes that's fun too, because then I get to play a little bit. So I think I'm going to come in a big circle here, back to, I'm not going to close my books, as long as people can kind of promise me that they're not going to bust my balls too much about where their knife is. Even if it does get to years in length, which I hope not. I mean, I work pretty hard to make sure that it's like reasonable. But there's just so many knives that I can make at one time, and knives are different in terms of how long they take to make. So like knives that have a ton of titanium carving in them, they take a lot of time, and it actually bogs down the rest of custom knife making. When I I said do again. When I do make a complex knife. So, yeah, if you can promise not to bust my balls, then I can promise not to close my custom list ever. And then one of the reasons that I wanted to do sort of these production-y type runs was so that I would always have other knives that I could make faster. They're not as complicated, as doing a full custom. And that way there would always be stuff available. I'm hoping that that's how it works. You never know. There's nothing guaranteed in the knife world, for sure. So, yeah. That's really all I had to say tonight. I hope I didn't run out of video already. Let's check. Oh, good. Oh, we still got plenty of time. We got like minutes to spare. I hope this wasn't super duper boring. I'm sorry I don't have any cool stuff to show you. The next video will have stuff to show you for sure. Because I'm actually going to go into the shop right now and start getting crazy on some titanium and some time Damascus. Some SM100, a little bit Almax, a little M390. Then we'll be drilling and tapping and milling and grinding, lots of grinding. All right, I'm starting to lose it. All right, YouTube, thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm really close to 1,000 subs. I have no idea. Like months ago, I had like 200 subs, and I thought that was amazing. I was like, look at, I have 200 subs. Isn't that crazy? I would like show my mom. I'd be like, Mom, check it out. No, I don't actually show my mom, because I don't think she'd give a shit. No, she's a lovely, caring woman in her own special way. But yeah. So thank you, YouTube, for sticking through some of the goofy shit and some of the boring shit. I know I can ramble on sometimes about crazy things, but I appreciate it. And the mumbling, and the bad camera work, and the terrible lighting, and all the good stuff. So I appreciate you. I hope you appreciate me a tiny bit. I don't need much, just a little bit. A little tiny bit. Maybe a little thumbs up here and there. I'm just saying. Alright, YouTube. Until next time.